So this is how we take a centric relation bite for study models, and at the end we'll show you a slight difference to do it for night guards. A very simple way to do a centric relation bite. We use these Delar shims. They're 0.4 millimeters thick, and we just bend it and put it on the central. Bite down. Great. We're really creating a Lucia jig. Dr. Lucia knew what he was doing here. And you put in one or two and then check with some articulating paper and have her bite. Great, open wide. Oh, maybe your bite's great. Bite down. Great. So what we found is she's still holding paper with two shims in. So therefore, her condyle's seated a bit. So we're going to put another one in. And obviously, if we're opening up the anterior, the back shouldn't be touching. And that's what we're looking for, is just out of occlusion. Open nice and wide. Bite down. Slide forward and back. And slide forward and back. That helps her seat the condyle. And now we're just holding. I'm going to do one more just for safe measure, because it was just grabbing the paper. Open nice and wide. For all we know, when we put this last one on, the condyle will seat again, though. Bite down, slide forward and back. Great and wonderful. She's clearing, and I'll just check the other side just for good measure. Bite down, slide forward and back. Great, wonderful. And hold your jaw in that position. And then I'm just going to use some Bisacryl. Any brand's fine. I use one I loaded up into these Mojo syringes that save a lot of material and are really handy to use. And I'm just filling the space in here. And loaded that. And we use Bisacryl because it's a very thin bite. It's almost touching. And our regular occlusal impression material, bite registration, would be impossible to trim. Great. And we have to trim these to just cuss tips and get rid of the detail and make sure. That's okay. So we just wait about a minute, and then we're going to take this out. The difference for a night guard is you would take the same centric relation bite, but you would take it at the vertical you want a night guard at. And in my mind, the vertical of a night guard should have about 1.5 millimeters of thickness in the posterior. So I just use this as a crown prep check to check for clearance, and we're going to stack up a few more shims, just enough so we can see if this pulls. Great, open nice and wide. There we go, love that for a sec. Wonderful. Whoop. Oh, it's on the lower there. Wonderful, great. And this time we're just gonna use the same shims that were on there. I'm gonna stack a few more. So the more shims you need to clear in the back, she had about 4, the more someone's bite is off, but you'll see that when you mount on the articulator anyway. Bite down, slide forward and back. Great, open nice and wide, and bite down, and slide forward and back. So she has enough, she just pulls this through. She has 1.5 millimeters of clearance in the posterior. So I do the same thing, but I use bite registration material, traditional bite registration material for night guards, because it's thick enough and it's easy to trim. That's how we take centric relations. It takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and it's extremely accurate. Thanks so much.